living from first principles and first values, the need for a new shared global story as our context, as a context for our local communities with David Eytan Seserchi.
I am Kristina Tahel. Here I recapitulate pivotal sections of first principles in direct quotes from Dr. Marc Gafni or Barbara Marx Hubbard, woven together from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths broadcast.
This community is based on outrageous love or evolutionary love, the new universe story, which is based on intrinsic value. Last week, David shared with us how value is real. Intrinsic first principles and first values are real and can create and transform individuals and communities to get through our story of separation, our global intimacy disorder, our meta crises that are tearing us apart to find larger wholes. But David asked, how do we articulate this new universe stories in our other communities? And how do we show up in these communities? How do we bring this new story with us? How do we live it? We are in a breakdown of narrative and a breakdown of story, and all our existential risks are true and are real. Climate change is the more obvious one, where we've extracted so many resources, polluted so much of the air, the earth itself is losing its life-sustaining capacity. Then there is the technology that leads to nuclear weapons, nuclear power, nuclear fuel, putting us at risk of a nuclear holocaust. The doomsday clock is 100 seconds to midnight. We have intention to learn the new story. The universe is not a fact, it is a story. Not an ordinary story, a love story. Not an ordinary love story, but an evolutionary love story. And your love story is chapter and verse in the evolutionary love story. And to recognize and to live the new story in our lives. Reality is always asking us a question. Are we ready to play a larger game? Are we ready to participate in the evolution of love? And to love each other, carrying forward this new shared global story as our context for our local communities. We do have a global world. We do start with egocentric intimacy, being intimate with our own parts, doing our own interior work, having a job, and we do continue with ethnocentric intimacy, our group, our people, our nation. We have to resonate with groups. And then we continue to grow. Stopping at ethnocentric intimacy, we collapse on each other. We don't have something larger than us, larger than our group, that can hold us as things get more and more shaky. We move to world-centric intimacy. We feel and we care about the planet and refugees, for instance. And then cosmocentric intimacy. We want to create our systems and use our money in ways that are promoting a flourishing ecosystem, the well-being of all sentient life, and are intimate with the entire spiral of evolution, past, present, and future, interiors and exteriors, so that when we make decisions, we're asking ourselves, what is our responsibility to the past generations that have done the work to get us where we are? And what is the future calling us towards? Additionally, we need to drop into source with our communities. We need to move our attention to the ultimate, to something larger, what we can call God or the divine or the field of love, and live from there in our communities, in first principles and first values as a new shared global story.